This is KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Currently on No Other Pod. I'm Daniel. This is Chris. Chris, how are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing well. You look like you did a little bit of hot yoga over there.
Listen, bro, we got some HVAC issues. It's hot dog days of summer, they say. And I don't like sleeping in the heat, bro, with no covers, a fan just blowing on my half naked body, just like a pig, just laying there. It's real adult problems, bro. So the HVAC people were supposed to have it working last night. They couldn't get it going. They're like, we apologize. And I'm like, oh, this is the worst day of my life. It's only going to be 100 degrees today. Ain't no thing. But yeah, still got that workout in. No excuses, bro. Get it done.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it so early in the morning. I envy your dedication and motivation, sir.
Well, I won't do it later. And it was chest and back day. That's my favorite. So
okay.
What am I going to do? Miss it? Absolutely not. Man,
we got a game tonight too. We got a sporting game, and
we're gonna die out there. It's gonna be the hottest game yet. And I don't envy the players. I tell you that. Bad time, man. Hey, we this might not be any fun. Thanks for joining us. This is we got some stuff to talk about. There's some concerns within the team, I would say. We're consistently inconsistent. I think that's a good way to say it. But dude, we had a little party. Had you over on Friday. You saw the new house. We watched the game together. I was excited. I was excited for this game. I was excited to showcase my living room digs to you guys, and the team did not do well.
So, first of all, you're absolutely correct. We are consistently inconsistent, which is a tough thing as a fan. But I mean, first and foremost, loved your house. I loved your entertainment basement setup situation, and you turned me on to the Beyond Steak. So that was also really good. We had like a taco bar kind of a thing that you set up. So
I should have seasoned the steak of some kind. I don't know what. Maybe like saute it up in some liquid smoke, because I air fried it, right? And I'm like, okay. What am I, a hippie? Air frying stuff? Like, there's no need.
Well, what's funny is we made tacos probably 4 days prior. Oh. And it was, when I made them, it was bare bones, absolute bare bones. Did the beef crumbles from Gardein. I did like lettuce and tomato, and that was it. Like, I'm bare bones when it comes to my culinary skills. We go to your place. I had 3 different types of tacos, a bunch, cheat like the works. So I don't know.
Hey, I wish I wasn't a foodie. I wish I wasn't into that stuff, because sometimes I can get into a little binge. I think half of America can relate. Like, we like food, and we it's a fine line to have a little bit or to have a lot, man. And we had a good little spread going, so. It was a weekend of eating leftovers for sure.
It was good. I think I had like 3 or 4. Like, I don't know. I think I was on my 3rd when you guys were like finishing your first. I don't know. Like, you guys took your time a little bit. I just went head first, dove right in.
Ain't no thing, buddy. Ain't no thing. We can all be monsters. Well, dude, revenge was on the mind with this game. Revenge. That was the storyline. We wanted it. Louisville's had our number. They're missing a couple players due to World Cup. We're missing Dabinia. Starting to think that Dabinia really changes this team. I mean, her absence is noticed in the midfield. Vanessa DiBernardo's absence is noticed in the midfield. It's wild, man. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you just look at the shots in general, they had 27 and we had 6. They had 10 on goal. We had 2. So you kind of got to give it to AD French for not letting this get out of control.
I mean, first and foremost, were you shocked that she started?
Yes. I think I saw the lineup and I just go, why? Like, what are we flipping stuff around for? Was Cassie bad? Like, I understood when France was letting in a bunch of goals at the beginning of the season, they're like, cool, we'll go with Cassie Miller, see what happens. So what's the thought process behind pulling Cassie Miller and throwing in France again? Like, where does that, I don't know. What are you thinking if you're a coach? Why would you do that?
I mean, season on the line, right? Every single point matters, right? And then you make a switch like this. The only thing I can think of was France was two things. France was crushing it in training, right? She was clearly the better keeper in training. And, with ball back, by the way, which she hasn't had ball since the very first game. France hasn't. So with ball back starting, right? So with ball back, maybe she looked really good in training and they just wanted to make a switch. Or, and this is just a theory in my head, and I'm thinking this is how I approach like NFL and NBA and stuff like that. If we can get her on the field and she has a good performance, she could be a trade option. People can see her play well, and then maybe, the trade window is going on right now, or, maybe we showcase her and she could be a trade for next year to an expansion team for protection. This is me going conspiracy theory. I'm thinking outside the box here.
Bro, that's not a bad thing. I mean, who's to say when seeking a trade, that team that wants to trade for France is like, well, she hasn't played in umpteen games or whatever. Would love to see her play before we decide to make a trade. And they're like, cool, we'll play her on Friday. And they do, and she plays well. Oh my God, is France getting traded this week? Conspiracy!
I don't know. That's how I try to mentally approach it, but logically, she was probably the better player in training, and they wanted to give her a chance with ball and more experienced Gabby Robinson. That's probably the answer. But I like to throw in a conspiracy every now and again.
Dude, I'm all about it. Dude, we can have wild speculations on this show here, and I love it. Dude, here's the story again. We score super early, man. Get a penalty. People in the box just like to flail their arms or tug on strikers, and we'll take it. We'll capitalize on your silly mistakes. I've never seen a defender play with their arms up like this. But we'll take it. And Michelle Cooper, another gorgeous penalty, man. She's just reading the keeper, kind of doing that curling run up, and I like it. I think she's a great penalty taker so far.
It's such a unique style, right? That approach to the ball, and I don't really know where she's going with it, which is fantastic because she's had the keeper guess wrong both times, if I remember correctly. Fantastic PK. I absolutely love it.
Dude, she almost looks like that she could take it with either foot.
Yes.
I don't know why you would ever take it with your non-dominant foot, but if she feels comfortable doing that, she absolutely could. You know how much that would fuck with the goalkeeper to think that this right-footed strike is coming? I mean, that's like a batter, all of a sudden is like, I'm going to go bat lefty. Whoa! When they do that in baseball, I'm just like, you talented fucks. I could never.
Man, I am not ambidextrous enough to even attempt that.
There's no way, dude. I had a guy on my high school team, and he would switch hit like that, and I was like, you're out of your mind. How you doing that? The mechanics of it just make no sense to me. And the same with the penalty kick. I couldn't imagine. But if she pulls that out someday, and she does hit it with her left, I'm going to pop so hard. I'm gonna lose it, bro.
I don't know. I love how she's gaining confidence. Like just seeing her, contribute on the stat sheet. Because we've been waiting for it all season, right? And then she's had a goal or two called back for VAR, or like some offside, some fluky thing, and then to see her bury these PKs is with the season on the line, essentially, right? We can't afford to lose points. Season on the line. Portland buried it. Louisville buried it. Unfortunately, it did not last long.
No, man. Didn't last long, just a little over 10 minutes. I love when they give us names that are fun to say. Ellie Pikujamsa.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It threw me off. I was like, that is some Pokemon name right there. That's insane and tough to say. It just sucks. I hate giving away such an early goal, and then again right after halftime, man. It's just our midfield and offense was just not clicking. You included a little stat here that's interesting to me. Our expected goals without the penalty was 0.4. Bro, that is bad. You can't even round up in that point. So our expected goal was 0. You might as well just round down. That sucks. That sucks so bad.
Yeah, and I want to going back to that goal in the 20th minute by Piku Chamsa. That
it's
ball.
Fun. It's fun to say.
It is. You pronounced it first, so I just went with what you said. So I feel pretty smart, but I'm just piggybacking off of you.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's probably shouldn't. But the ball was in the box, right? We're just clearing it, get rid of it. It was bouncing around, and it fell right to her, and she had an absolute laser. There's nothing France could do. 2 goals on France this game, and I feel like there's nothing she could do for either one. You got to clear the ball, right? You got to clear the ball. You cannot allow that thing just to bounce around. I think Gatral cleared it a little bit. Probably didn't get enough on it to really get it out of the box. But, man, you just got to – easier said than done. It was like ping pong in there, but just get rid of the damn ball if you can.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that the 14th minute had a goal prior to this.
Yes.
And it was crazy, right? Because that's just 7 minutes after we scored. So it's like, God, this sucks. And then VAR was happening. And we were all like, what? I don't know what they're looking at. It doesn't look like a handball. Then they're talking about maybe it was a foul. And I can't even remember in Casey Current's write-up, they're saying that it was a foul on Louisville. I remember the broadcast saying, like, I think it's a handball, because then if you're attacking, like if you're going to goal like that, your arm cannot be the thing that scores, I guess. Which I'm kind of like, if it's if it's so tight to your body,
yeah,
that doesn't matter, right? Like I could score with my bicep if my arms are to my side, right?
See, it's kind of a gray area in a way, because like if your arms are to your side and it hits off your elbow, I could see them being like, that might be a handball. But if it's, compact, then what is a player supposed to do? And in real time, when we were watching that, it looked like a goal to me. Like, yeah, it looked like her arms were in. And of course, we couldn't see to the side. Maybe it was more extended. And clearly VAR was not enough to overturn it to be a goal. But, I don't know. It was really weird, but it looked like a goal to me.
I mean, it was called a goal.
Yeah.
And then, wait, no, sorry, it wasn't called a goal originally, wasn't it? It was called a foul, and then VAR stepped in. So they basically had to find, clear and obvious evidence that it wasn't a goal. And I don't know. I've never been more happy with a VAR call at that moment in the game. I was just like, I don't understand, but we'll take it.
Right.
Sounds good. But then, then the freaking whatever, the next minute it happened. 20th something?
Yeah, in the 20th.
Yeah, 20th minute. So anyways, man, things are just, we're tied. We're tied. And then CC Kaiser goes down, bro. Kaiser just, it looked bad. She was tears in her eyes. Freaking, I'm sad for her. I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
That's when you aren't walking off on your own, things are bad. When you need help to get off the field, we might not see her for the rest of the season. I have no idea. And that's upsetting. I don't know who steps up to provide that attacking spark, but someone's gotta, next woman in line.
Yeah.
Who is it? Who steps in there?
I mean, is Spanstra going to take that? She's
been getting some time though with the starting team.
She's been getting some time. she's one of those players that, if she's in the box, she has long legs, she'll poke that thing in. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. And at the end of the day, the theme for this season is injuries. So just can't stay healthy. And this is the very last thing we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Shoot, man, let's get ready to jump into the second half. But before we do, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
Well, we're back. And I got to tell you something real quick, man. We all know it's Mission Impossible week. And, bro, I saw it last night, and I'm still jazzed, bro. I'm still fired up and ready for the next installment next year. So, okay. Nick, don't say a damn word, Nick, the producer, because he's like, nah, Mission Impossible's bad. This man, Nick don't know cinema. All right. I just called Mission Impossible cinema. He never said it was bad.
He never said it was bad. Well,
he just hasn't seen the last 4 or whatever.
I don't know. I always love the Mission Impossible and James Bond. It's like the American and the British. It's very similar, and
oh yeah,
big budget, a lot of fun, a lot of action. I'm super excited. I'm not one of those people who are like picking one over the other. Like, I don't care. I just want to have a good time, and I love them both. And I can't wait to see this one.
You love the spy genre. You're a fan of that stuff. So, and it's in there, man. Dude, don't you just want to start wearing masks of people's faces? Oh, it's so good. So good. Back to the game. Second act. Second half. What are we watching? A stage play? Second half. Second act. It's a theater of dreams. Soccer, bro. In the 46th minute, hey, let's go into the second half feeling optimistic. We're good. 1-1. The game is tied. It's anybody's ball game. Just fucking kidding. They score like immediately, bro, to go 2-1. And I'm just like, I don't feel good at all about this. You come out so focused, ready to really make your mark on this game, and then they do it first. That hurts.
I'm trying to mentally, and I should have went back and rewatched this sequence. This is going off of memory here. I can't remember who gave the ball away. It might have been Weinbrenner. We'll talk about her in a minute. But there was a giveaway that led to the break for Paige Monahan. And, she went up the left side, cut in a little bit, curled that ball into the top right. Nothing Franch could do.
Hell of a goal.
Hell of a goal. Credit to her. We made a dumb giveaway, but she made an amazing strike. Credit to her. But, man, like you said, the first half, other than our goal, the half wasn't great. Kaiser got hurt. How will we adjust? And, buddy, it punched us right in the face. Right in the face.
I wasn't even mad. With such a great goal, I was like, God damn. Okay. Good for you. Let's see if we bounce back. Spoiler alert, we didn't. Dude, did Jenna Weinbrenner have a really bad game? It seemed like every pass she had, every clearance was always to the other team. Everything. She was like, oh, great header. Oh, straight to him. I'm going to do this through ball. Straight to him. I felt so bad for her. She just wasn't locked in.
Well, in her previous games, she played more of a D mid role, and that was with Di Bernardo on the field as well, or Gautrat. I think they pushed Gautrat up a little. Or in the previous game, Gautrat was up a little bit. Weinbrenner had the D mid. Here, she was a little bit more on the right side of the midfield, played up a little bit more. But man, it just kind of felt like when the ball went to her, the possession faded. Right, whether it was bad passing. I don't know, just not making the pass-to-pass connection we need for an attack. Whatever the case was, this was not a good game for her. She's had good games the last couple, so I don't want to take a shit on her performance completely. But this game, like you said, she just wasn't locked in. And when we were watching it together, that jumped out like a sore thumb. Just her play did. So it's unfortunate.
I felt bad. I mean, I'm not sitting here cursing her. I was just like, oh, man, like, anyone who's ever played a sport or made a mistake. Anyone who's ever made a mistake at work is like, shit. Like, I'm just having a rough day. And
we've had those. We've like in rec. I'm not trying to compare rec to professional, but
no.
we've been in the situation where no matter, you just have those days where you try, and your passes are off, or you're just the positioning of no matter. And you know what? Their midfield has dominated us all season. So I don't want to say that, they've had our number. Their midfield has outplayed our midfield all year. So it's not anything new, but she just, she wasn't locked in. She wasn't on her game today.
Mistakes happen.
Yep.
If you're listening to this and you were at the sporting game last night, you probably saw me make tons of them in the media game. It's just, it happens, but dude, one positive here. Alex Loeta made her return from injury, and boy, did she play well. Looked pretty good. She got 12 plus minutes in there, and she looked all right. She provided a little late minute spark. What do you think?
No, I agree. I was happy to see her back. You didn't know if she would make her return or how long. If she did, how long would she be able to play for? But it's just nice having her back on the field. She did provide a spark. Like, she came in right away, and I think she helped provide a chance. So we just got to get healthy, man. We just got to get healthy. At the end of the day, we had one starting caliber midfield. If we were at full strength, with our team with no injuries, this game we only had one midfielder who would have started, and that's Gatraw. And that's it.
Dude, I got something to ask though. How come didn't Louisville used to be a big soccer like area? Didn't people used to show up for the women's team? And why was there only like 5,000 people there?
Oof.
It wasn't like, it was 86 degrees, sunny, no clouds really. So it's probably kind of warm, but could be worse. There's been worse days in the summer. And so why wasn't there many people there? What's going on?
Man, I don't know. The only thing I can think of, it was Friday at 7.
Okay.
So
that's true.
I don't know if people just couldn't get off work in time or, wait a minute, is Louis? Yeah. So I just don't think, 7 o'clock games are hard if you don't live around the area or you get off at 5.
On a Friday.
Yeah. So
that's
what I'm going to chalk it up to. But, hopefully it's not a theme for them. Hopefully it's something that it was just.
They've usually been a rockin' stadium. They usually have a lot of people. So, man, also, there were only 3 yellow cards in this game, all to us.
I did not know that. I did not catch that.
Absolutely terrible. Rylan Childers decided to sub into the game. She came in the 78th minute. She was like, I'm going to make my presence known, and gets a yellow card in those 12 minutes. So good stuff though. Yes. KU alum though.
Yep.
And that's the way to do it, man. I barely got into basketball games in high school, but when I did, I got a foul or two because I only had a few minutes. I'm like, I get 5 of them. I can't take them home. You got to use them bitches.
But you use those in soccer too.
Yeah, but those aren't really allotted. Like basketball, you got 5. Soccer, you don't know what you got.
I have plenty of Dan Kooser foul stories. I'll spare everybody. I'll spare those maybe for another time.
I'm a pest, bro. I'm a pest because basically you're faster than me, so I'm gonna tug on you.
Including your own teammates.
Yeah, you'll get a push. Don't try to box me out. Don't put me in a corner.
I mean, this might be a story just for Nick, our producer here, because everybody else might have heard it already. But there is a corner kick, if I remember correctly. Dan and I were on the same team. The ball comes in. I get shoved in the back, almost to the ground. I get up and I'm yelling at the ref like, "Hey, I got fouled. I turn around and it was just Dan. And Dan's like,
I was telling you to shut up. I was like, stop. You did not get fouled.
It's my own guy. It was my own guy.
What the hell? I was like, just let's calm down. Let's keep playing.
You'll push anybody. It doesn't even matter.
Hey, I was just trying to get that ball. All right. Friendly fire. Don't play Call of Duty with me. All right. If you're in the way, you get clipped. Pop, pop.
Oh, man. Nick brought up a good point. Oh my God. Yeah. Childers, KU alum, Merritt, KU alum. I just like to throw it out there. So that's really cool to see 2KU players getting some minutes. Merrick started on the bench as well, but I believe she came in. Let's see.
People are missed, bro. Like
Yes.
Haley Mace, Labonta, Dabinia, obviously, but DiBernardo. And having Loerda get back in the team is nice. But Vanessa DiBernardo, man, we do sing her praises, and she does the little things in the midfield, and it's sad. She's really struggling with concussion stuff, so I hope that gets better.
Yeah. I mean, I want her on the field, but not to the expense of her personal health. So
totally. Yeah. I mean, there's a million tests I'm sure she's got to do. So I don't know what that consists of, but we get updates when we get them. Luckily, this is a week off, man. Just this game, I just want to throw it away. It was just rough to watch. It was like, cool, so we got a penalty, but what else did we really do?
It was just tough too, because we were riding kind of high, man. We had a couple road wins. We were dreaming of how many points we could get if we won, where we would be in the table. And buddy, I have it here. Had we won, right? Had we won, and you could say this all year long for any team, but had we won, we would have been in 8th place, 3 points behind the playoff line. We lost. We are in 12th or last place, 6 points behind the line. So, I mean,
making it harder.
This was such a crucial game. And I mean, all of these are, right? All of these are. But this one in particular, I felt like this one was one that we could have won. But credit to Racing. They outplayed us. They outcoached us. However you want to call it. They're clearly the better team. But you're absolutely right. The last couple games, no DiBernardo. As much as Dabinia has made an impact in the midfield, you could say the same about DiBernardo, right?
Yeah.
Like, we are barely a functioning midfield without DiBernardo. In the last couple of games, tough defense. We've had a quality defense. It hasn't been poor, right? A ball bouncing in the box against Louisville, and they put a laser home. A beautiful shot by Monahan. We've had a decent defense.
But yes, the defense has been fine, but you got to look at the Portland game too. I was like, yeah, we won, but we probably shouldn't have. Like, our XG there, our expected goals was 0.3 without the penalty.
Yeah.
So, bro, we're not playing well. Even the wins we got, we didn't play well. And it's like, damn, I just want to get back to playing well. How do we get there? I don't know. Injuries. Cool. If everyone comes back, then okay, now we have no more excuses. So, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens, because we're not good. We got 7 games left. That's a possible 21 points, and we're in last place. I don't know, man. My hope is dwindling.
We're 6 points away from the playoff line. That's a compact table, right? 6 points between 6th place and 12.
Yes, but everyone else is going to keep winning while we try to win as well. And it's just, there's no telling the scenario that we can work through to get to where we need to be.
Still no draws to this point in the regular season.
I am bamboozled. I mean, that's great, because draws suck. I mean, they do feel bad, especially like last minute draws and stuff. It's just like, just kill me. Just make me, I'd rather lose. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have a road point. And what sucks about losing to Louisville is, like, we're battling for that last playoff spot. Not only do we make it harder for ourselves in terms of points, we help them, we're helping them be right there on that playoff line. So that, there's no other way to put it, man. It sucks. You really, really needed that win, or that road draw. But if you would have told me we got 7 points in the last 3 road games, I would have been happy with that. So I'm trying to measure myself a little bit, right?
Well, the worst part about it is that with a schedule, you can look at upcoming games and be like, ooh, we can get them. Ooh, we about to get them. But all the teams are presumably better than us. So it's like, okay, going to be a tough game. What about after that? Well, tough game. Next 4. OL Reign, Houston Dash, Angel City, San Diego, all better than us. It's rough, dude. And I'm now ready to put my stock in the Challenge Cup. If we're not going to make the playoffs, then I want to win this goddamn Challenge Cup. You know what I mean? If the playoffs aren't an option.
Are we in panic mode in terms of the regular season? Okay.
Aren't we? Just 7 games left? Dude, I don't know what the math comes to that we need to get points. Like someone smarter than me, go put that together. Let us know. We love you. But I think we are in panic mode. I don't know. I don't know what you do to fix this.
I don't know. I mean, we have what, a month before our next game to get healthy. Let's hope that we can get as many players back, as fit as we can, and just make the best run possible. So we're not previewing the OL Reign, right? We're not previewing them. But one thing I did find kind of interesting, and I looked this up, the World Cup schedule. If the US makes the semifinals, that means that the US starters will not be back in time for our OL Reign game on August 18th.
Well, that's cool.
If whoever makes the semifinals in the Women's World Cup, their national team players will not be available by August 18th. So that means OL could be missing, Cook, Rapinoe. I know I'm missing a bunch, but they could be missing a lot of players. So Rose Lavelle. So we might be able to take advantage of that. I don't know. Brazil has a good chance to make the semifinals. I don't know about Denmark. So I don't know if Bollinger will presumably could potentially be back or with our team for the first time.
Yeah.
But just an interesting tidbit.
You are quite the optimist, my guy. You're over here like, yeah, if this person is, if this team has bullet wounds, then maybe we can take advantage. Maybe if everyone's gone or hurt, we'll take advantage.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
That's
I'm
fine.
Really trying.
That's fine. I just, dude, speaking of World Cup, got to mention a thing. And I feel I'm conflicted on this. Okay. July 31st, Sporting plays a 9:00 game at home against Chivas. And it's like, do you skip that game? You're like, sounds like a fun game, really, against a Mexican team. Could be awesome. So you presumably get home at midnight. All right. Well, guess what? USA plays a game at 2 a.m. August 1st. And I'm just like, bro, what's the play? Do you take off work? Do you throw a vacation day in there? What do you do? Tell me what to do. Otherwise, I'm going to work and I'm just pissed off.
Buddy, I don't even know if I can stay awake until 2 a.m.
Well, you have to get a little nap. You have to take a nap, set the alarm for 2 a.m., wake up, get excited, and then try to take another nap.
That's going to be a very miserable Tuesday.
Nick said some obvious stuff would be a half day. I hate half days. Hate them. It's just like a waste of time. It's like, man, I wish I could have took a full day.
Well, that may be one of the only fixes you have here for this particular situation. That sucks. Nobody wants to come.
Do you ever take half days? Do you ever do that?
Only if I have like an appointment or something that I can't miss.
But you're working 4 hours and you're just kind of sitting around like, I'm about out of here. like you don't have a full, I don't know. I look at it differently, I guess. And I like the morning half, right? So I can get off at lunch and go elsewhere. Not trying to go in the afternoon.
We may just have to suck it up on that one. I don't know. There's not a good fix there. Just gonna have to kind of suffer through a late game on a Monday.
I know.
They want us to care about that tournament, but they put a Monday night game, man.
Oh, it's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid dumb. For real. I'm still game time decision on that. Not sure if I'll attend, but we'll see. Dude, there's not much to preview here, right? We got US starting up their World Cup journey. You got the Challenge Cup game next week. So I mean, let's take another quick break and come back and dive into that a little bit. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
Hey, we are back. Look at me. I'm getting less shiny, buddy. I'm getting, whew, it's just toasty up here. HVAC guys are here. I don't know if you heard my dog in the background, but we are on our way to better days.
That's good. I can feel your excitement. You're just becoming a little more positive as you come to the realization you're going to get air conditioning back.
I bet that bright-ass ring light ain't doing me any favors.
You know, it's worth mentioning as well. One of my favorite players, the Destroyer, Desi, will not be making the Canadian national team due to her lingering knee issue. She just won't be ready in time. So a Canadian legend, Kansas City soccer legend. I feel kind of gutted for her, but not surprising. Not surprising.
She posted a big thing on socials and, you know, explaining her sadness, frustration, but also wishing her team good luck and everything. So I'm excited for this, man. Just having a men's World Cup just 7-8 months ago or whatever it was. I'm excited to dive into this and have the games on all the time. Those 2 a.m. games are a little rough though, so probably not.
So let me ask you. So obviously the U.S. is your favorite team. That's the one you're really pulling for. Give me your next two. Give me your next two that you're really kind of hoping.
Oh, you kind of want to Brazil just for Debinha. Just you want her to succeed. You want her to play well. But also an exciting team is Canada. To watch them. I mean, they are. I have no stake in that game. I'm not Canadian. I don't know many Canadians. But I think they are decent. I mean, didn't they just win gold in the previous Olympics?
They did. Yeah.
So, I mean, they're pretty good. So, I mean, they could give us a run. You know, and of course, Denmark. I mean, you want to try to get eyes on our new player. There you go. Right there. We get an option.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I have U.S. obviously, and then I just have a tie between Brazil and Germany.
Okay.
I've always been told I have a lot of German heritage until Ancestry.com burst my bubble, but I'm not believing it. So
you have to believe it. It's DNA. What do you mean? You just can't say no.
Yeah. You know, I'm. There's no logic or reason behind my thought process. There's none. I'm not trying to. I've been watching Ted Lasso. Boom, I'm believing. I'm German, even though it's not letting me.
Oh my God. You're watching Ted Lasso. So you're now mentally healthy now. Is that what's going on? Because that's what Ted Lasso does to people, is make them realize therapy's good.
Yeah. There's so many good themes in that show, man, that just challenge like stigmas everywhere. So I love it. Oh, speaking of which, I sent you the trailer for one of the trailers for the French national team, man.
That was cool. Have you guys seen this shit? Go seek this out right now. The French national team trailer. It's wild. It's been circulating online a little bit.
And credit to Chip. Chip is the one who sent it to me because I didn't initially see it.
Chip sent it to me.
Okay, well, boom, perfect.
And then you were like, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "Chipper, bro."
Yeah, Chip's all over the place, man, for giving us good stuff here. But it really challenged my bias for soccer. It really did. I mean, look, we support women's soccer with every fiber of our being. But if you haven't seen it, just go Google it real quick. I fell for it 100%.
Oh, pause it. Pause this right now and go watch it, because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So go right now, pause. Now, dude, I'm watching it and I'm like, why am I watching an ad for the men's national team? I was just shook. I was like, what am I supposed to believe? Did they fuck up and now we're mad at France because they don't respect women or something? Like, what am I believing here? And then I see that it's like some deep fake thing, and that it was actually women doing those plays and stuff. It was kind of awesome.
I mean, you got Mbappe, you got, Griezmann. You got all these world-class players, and the play looks world-class. A world-class free kick, a bicycle kick,
You believed
you
it was the men.
believed it was men. You believed it, and you were like, man, this is what world-class soccer looks like. And every fiber of your being is like, this is amazing. This is the best in the world.
Until they did Mission Impossible shit
Yep.
and started fabricating camera stuff.
Yep. And then they did, the VFX and deep fakes, and then you see it's women the whole time. And when I saw that, I was like, I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I realized how biased I was in that moment, and I didn't even know it until I saw it. So,
yeah, man. Love that. Love it. Good for them. Good for them. I hope we beat them, USA and all that. Did you know the world, dude, when's the World Cup final?
It's late August.
Okay. Late August. So
I got it here, actually. Sorry.
My question is, what freaking time is that? And what's Power and Light going to look like?
So according to Google,
5 a.m.
Yep. August 20th at 5 a.m.
Bro, people aren't going to sleep. That's a Sunday. They're going to be out partying Saturday and just stay up. What? Oh, good. Guess we're just banging on HVAC stuff. Everyone having a good time here. That's our cue to be done. Anywho, anything else? Anything else going on?
No, I'm also on the Challenge Cup all in as well. At the end of the day, 3 years from now, we're not going to remember that we barely missed out on the playoffs. We're going to be happy we have a trophy and we have some silverware, right? Kind of like sporting, when we lost in the playoffs, but we had the Open Cup. We just remember the Open Cup. So,
sure.
Let's get a trophy, make this season, it's still worth something. It's still a lot of fun, but let's have something to show for it in terms of hardware.
Did you mention that each NWSL team has at least one player in the World Cup?
Yep.
That's kind of neat.
That's really cool.
That doesn't happen in the world, really. Like other soccer leagues say, not every team has a player that's gone to the World Cup. So very fun.
And on top of that, the transfer window is open till July 25th. Orlando just got a Brazilian national team defender.
Oh my
so
God.
Other teams are getting better too. So
is Orlando a pipeline from Brazil to Orlando? Like what the hell?
Marta did some work, man.
Why do they want to go there? Don't they know Orlando's kind of trash Florida?
I mean, you're not wrong, but
they hear Disney World though. That'll sell it. I'm a fan.
I don't know. I mean, they probably have a lot of a really good Brazilian community down there. One would imagine, but so other teams are getting better. It's not just us. So that's kind of worth mentioning.
Yeah, for sure. Well, when we come back next week, a little look ahead, we'll have a Challenge Cup game to preview, and we can get into some real extensive World Cup talk, man, since, the USA's first game is next Friday. Pretty exciting stuff. So, anyways, anything else for you today?
No, buddy. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on the injury stuff. Hopefully we can get healthy. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to pull us out of this hole is having healthy players and playing well. That
is the evergreen storyline of the year. So we'll just have to slowly but surely, right? Luckily DiBernardo shouldn't have to, get little minutes here and there. Like she should be ready to go, ready to train hard because she's not hurt in the regular sense, right?
Right.
So anyways, well, cool guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to try to go sneak past these HVAC guys. I don't have pants on, bro. I have 0 pants on. You know this? Pretty great.
I do not.
Yeah,
I do not.
So, thanks for tuning in. Follow us online if you want. Twitter at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21, at No Other Pod. Email us, nootherpod@gmail.com. Hit those 5-star ratings and reviews, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you can do reviews. And we'll be back next time with more. What are you doing? What is that?
I'm trying to get your attention. I'm waving my pen saying, I didn't know it until recently, but Stitcher is no longer going to become a thing.
Oh.
And
I don't even know what it is. I just get used to saying stuff.
It's an app where you stream, but I have to migrate all my stuff over to Spotify. And that made me realize how important it is to leave reviews, because I genuinely enjoy a ton of that content. And the fact that it wasn't taken away from me, but the fact that I have to, the app that I use is gone, made me think like, man, I love the content I'm listening to for whatever it is. Just go leave a quick review, man. It really, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, even if you just hit ratings, right? It just takes a minute to tap the star. So, and why wouldn't you do 5? Naturally, we're 5-star men. So, we're the golden gods, man.
I gotta always.
Oh, you are wearing a Sunny shirt.
Yeah, Sunny shirt, and you had a couple Dennis references. Love it.
Oh, I didn't even say that. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time, my friend? You look great. All right, folks. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week, and we love every single one of you. Peace.